Nagara kings, as usual, the saviors of the culture, tradition, they came up, they built, big walls. So if you go out of the temple and see, you can't clearly identify if there is a temple here. There are big walls. So they raised big walls. They tried to protect this temple. They tried to, save this temple for all of us. So we saw there are 4 shrines, 4 actually totally. One Arunachaleshwara, one Bhoganandeshwara, Uma Maheshwara, and Yoga Nandishwara. So Yoga Nandishwara is not here in the campus. He is there up the hill. If you all can just look around, there's one hill behind, that is Nandi Hills. So there is Yoga Nandishwara. So Nandi is the Vahan of Lord Shiva, and so this place is, you can see a lot of Nandis kept. So this is a very special place for Lord Shiva. So there are 4 temples. Now, so let us discuss a little about Lord Shiva. So it's very difficult to understand Lord Shiva. Why we say this is because when we see Brahma, the creator, he falls under the tattva of Jiva. And when we talk about Lord Krishna, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But when we have to talk about Lord Shiva, he is not the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he is also not as low as the Jivas. So he stands between them, between Brahma and between Shiva. So, between Brahma and Krishna. So he is not the Jiva Tattva, he is not, and also he is not the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Srila Prabhupada gives an analogy of Lord Shiva's, qualities, or how devotees of Krishna accept Lord Shiva as. So Prabhupada doesn't just give this analogy from very randomly. Prabhupada gives it from references to the Brahma Samhita that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu identified in the South Indian temples. In that, there's a verse explaining the qualities of Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu also, some sort of comparison. So in that it is said that Lord Vishnu or Krishna is like milk and Lord Shiva is like curd. So both are different in properties. Milk can become curd, but curd cannot become milk. So the entire creation, it is said that if somebody perfects their life, doing their duties very perfectly, if they perfect their life for 100 years, 100 years meaning to say 100 lifetimes, if you perfect, you can attain the position of Lord Brahma. You can also become Brahma. You can take charge of this material creation, of the secondary creation. You can take charge. So that role can be filled, but Lord Shiva's role cannot be filled by anybody. So Lord Shiva is called to be the Guna Avatara of Lord Krishna. So Krishna takes many avatars. So we recently discussed during book distribution, we said Srila Prabhupada is the Satya Vaishya avatar. So he came down to propagate Krishna's name. So Lord Shiva is Guna Avatara. So when this entire material creation has 3 gunas, all of us are subject to 3 gunas, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. So Sattva, Lord Vishnu takes charge, and Rajas, Lord Brahma, and Tamas, Lord Shiva. It is not that he is in Tamaguna. No, it's not like that. He is not in it. So like how Krishna says that, I am the creator of all these things. I am the creator of the Varnas, the Ashramas, all the Gunas and all that, the material world also. But he is not affected by it. So similarly, Lord Shiva is also like that. He is the controller. He is in charge of the Tamoguna, especially takes role of destruction. So it is the role that he has to play. That is, he's doing it as a service to Krishna, and Krishna fills this role. I was saying the curd and milk analogy. So sometimes Krishna also expands as Lord Shiva, takes charges of it. So Krishna, Shiva is the expansion of Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu. So we also see that in the Bhagavatam, it is said that if if you go to any dham, any dham, you visit the dham, you go, you see the lordships, you come back. So every dham has, like how you enter any Vishnu temple, you see Dwarapalakas outside the temple, Jaya and Vijaya. So whenever we enter the temple, we see Jaya and Vijayas. Even if you see in Giridhari Mandir, Gandharvika Giridhari is there, Mahaprabhu is there. Outside the altar, we have Jaya Vijaya. So it is understood that the entrance to the Vaikunta, that means the spiritual world, these doorkeepers are there, Jaya and Vijaya. So similarly, in the material world, when you come to any dham, it is said that there is a personality who's guarding these holy places, or letting people in, checking if you're in the right mood, bestowing you with blessings to get inside and experience the bliss. That role who takes is Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva is also the guardian of all the dhams. So this is said in the Srimad Bhagavatam that he without Lord Shiva's permission, nobody can enter any of the pastimes of Lord Vishnu or Krishna. So it is important to take blessings of Lord Shiva. So it is also said in Srimad Bhagavatam that among the various rivers, river Ganga is the most auspicious, and among various demigods or various supreme personalities, Lord Achyuta, Lord Krishna is the supreme deity of worship. And among all great Vaishnavas, Lord Shiva is the greatest of all Vaishnavas. Among the Vaishnavas, it said Vaishnavayam Yato Shambho. So that he is the supreme Vaishnava, he is the topmost Vaishnava. So what do you do every day? Like you meet a devotee in the morning prayers, you say, you want Panchakalpatarubhyascha. Devotees are like desiratories. You want to, take shelter of devotees. You don't want to take shelter of Krishna directly. You want to take shelter of devotees. You want to, please them. So Lord Shiva is also like that. As in the Vaishnava tradition, we look at Lord Shiva as the supreme devotee. We see Lord Shiva like that. And like that, Srimad Bhagavatam is supreme among all the scriptures. So like that, so this verse comes like that. Ganga, rivers, Ganga is the highest. And then among the worshipable forms, Lord Krishna, and among Vaishnavas, Lord Shiva, and among the scriptures, Srimad Bhagavatam is the highest. So we are here at this place. So we should all pray. So before also going to pray, we should also understand that whenever you come to Dham, it is not just your eyes. You just see or something, you can take pictures, go back tomorrow, after a week, you forget about this place. It's not like that. So whenever you visit Dham, you may not have the eyes to see the actual place. So when Krishna and Arjuna were having conversation, Arjuna said, "Oh Krishna, I've heard so much from you, and I understood that you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now I want to see your form. Can you show me your form?" So Krishna didn't immediately show his form. Krishna just told one verse, "I'll give you a vision to see me. Your bare eyes cannot capture me." So and then he says that, and he gives a spiritual vision, and then Arjuna is able to see. And if Arjuna would have just seen Krishna before discussing, before inquiring or getting to know the nuances of this entire creation, what happens, karma, all these many things, if Arjuna would have just seen, he would have been bewildered. But he was able to accept the form of the Lord. He liked to see the two-handed form. Later, after seeing the Vishwarupa, he said, "No, I want to see you as Krishna in two-handed form." He again came back to two-handed form. So we are wanting to say here that the Lord is revealed more, not just by seeing this place, because we are sure that when Arjuna didn't have the spiritual vision, we may not have the spiritual vision. So we can develop it by hearing. So we should all always, be eager to hear. So by hearing you can see the dham. So many times when you visit dham, there could be many things, like people are eating pan, they're just relaxing, they're enjoying. It still looks like a material world even when you visit some dhams. So that it is not like that. So you should not focus on too many things like that. You have to completely give yourself to hear the glories of the Lord, and that is how you can. That is how the purpose of coming to Dham will be fulfilled. So that is one thing. So you have to always hear very carefully. Whenever you visit Dham, from whom should you hear? You should hear from devotees who are pure, who do not have any desire other than serving Krishna. So if you hear from somebody who wants to go to the movie, they just say, "I want to go to the movie." Then you will also naturally not develop the tendency to go to a movie. If somebody is just talking about food, then you develop the tendency to eat at that minute, something. So similarly, from whom you hear is very important. So you have to hear from devotees who are pure, who are wanting to serve. Their only goal in their life is to serve Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada writes in many places, like when you visit the holy dham, it is not that you go around, looking for things, darshan, temple. Sometimes we just want to do all the temple darshans, then go out of dham. No, it is not only that. We also pay attention and hear from devotees, and this hearing will purify us. This hearing you should do from devotees who have who have dedicated their life like that. So we will have now Sthalapurana of Ranganath Swamy Temple, and we will have one very special guest with us, His Grace Hare Krishna Prabhu, who has dedicated his life just to serve Krishna. So like 30 plus years, 3 decades he's been serving. So we should be eager, to hear from such exalted devotees who have completely given their life for no other thing. At least myself, Sumitra Prabhu, we go to office, then we come to temple, we do some seva. But devotees like them, they aspire to only serve Krishna. Their life is centered only around Krishna and nothing else. So such an opportunity is coming up. So all of you all stay attentive, make the best benefit of this yatra by attentively hearing. And yes, Lord Shiva, in the Gaudiya tradition, one very wonderful way that we look at Lord Shiva is Gopeshwar Mahadev in Vrindavan. So he is
Chakleshwar Mahadev in Mayapur.
Chakleshwar Mahadev in Mayapur. So this one pastime is too detailed. We are not going into too many details, but many people want to take part in the Rasa Leela.
Even Lingaraj temple in Puri.
Lingaraj. So the Lingaraj temple is Prabhu reminder of Lingaraj. Lingaraj is it says Lingaraj. So among all the 12 Jyotirlingas, the topmost is which one? In Bhubaneswar? Lingaraj temple. So that Lingaraj is also called as a Harihara Kshetra. So where Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu's unity is seen even in the altar, even on the deity. So many places like that. Wherever Lord Vishnu temples are there, Lord Shiva temples are there. So it is not that we see Lord Shiva from a very far away. If we are Vaishnavas, it's not that saying, no, we don't worship Shiva. Actually, if you want to become Krishna's devotee, it's possible if you take shelter of Lord Shiva. It's not that I worship Lord Shiva every day intentionally, but whenever you see Lord Shiva, whenever you see the temple of Lord Shiva, you pay respects. You have deep respect for Lord Shiva as the topmost Vaishnava. And Lord Shiva himself is also the spiritual master in one way, because he is owning one complete parampara, the bona fide parampara, the Rudra Sampradaya. So Vishnu Swamy, the followers of Vishnu Swamy. So they are, so Lord Shiva also gives shelter to many people, like in the mode of Tamagun, like the Bhuta, Pretatmas, For somebody whom you think is very low, I don't want to give them any association. I don't want to take any association. Lord Shiva goes in search of them and gives association. Lord Shiva chooses them. Lord Shiva chooses the most unfortunate people whom we consider not even to see, look, give association, take association. Lord Shiva gives shelter to all of them, and he wants to give all of them love for Krishna, love of Krishna. So Lord Shiva plays a very important role in giving devotion. He's also called as Ashutosh, if I'm right, that word. So he's easily pleased. If somebody just offers him little water, one bilva leaf, and just pays pranams to him, he's very pleased. That's why all the Rakshasas take benefit of it. They come, they say, "Oh Lord Shiva, give me this, give me that," and Lord Shiva is very pleased. They think Lord Shiva is like he meditated. He wanted to do some self realization. He wanted something, so I want to give him. So Lord Shiva is Asatosh. So he's very easily pleased. So Prabhupada always said we should not go ask Dhanandehi, whatever. There are many things that Prabhupada lists. For Vidya Dehi, wife, go beautiful wife. You don't go ask for all these things. If you go stand in front of Vaishnavas, if you go stand in front of the deities, you ask, give me love for Krishna. You keep me engaged in your service. That's the only prayer that we ask. So you are all at the shelter of Bhoganandeshwara, Uma Maheshwara, and Arunachaleshwara. So all of you all can also take some time, pray to them that all of us will have to develop this thing of hearing and taste for hearing, holy name, taste for hearing Krishna Katha, and along with that, ask blessings to bless us with love for Krishna, so that we may be able to serve Krishna nicely. So, thank you all. So, Prabhu will now narrate the pastimes of Ranganatha Swamy along with some more notes and points.